Hello, Ducks fans and hockey fans in Orange County, California, and Ducks fans worldwide around the world. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and giving each others company. Uh, the purpose of this video is to talk about Bobby Ryan, the Bill Masterton Trophy winner and former Duck that spent a few seasons with our team before becoming a regular on the Ottawa Senators. Now, as most of you know, he's been bought out by the Senators, and he has 2 years left on his contract. So basically, he is he's basically a UFA, and he's basically on waivers, and any team can either pick him up or sign him or whatever. So I looked at the Twitter comments, and I looked at some comments from other Ducks fans in Facebook and Twitter and other social media explaining or expressing their desire to have Bobby Ryan back into the flock. They want him to come home, as always, because hey, he was a class act during his tenure with the Ducks, and he earned the respect of many, especially those in Anaheim, and I'm sure those in Ottawa. So, I just want to point out a few things, and it's basically the video that I'm having right now is basically pros and cons of having Bobby Ryan back if our Ducks decide to sign him or pick him up. So, the pro is that one, our Ducks bring back a familiar face that has been a fan favorite for us for the first 5 years he's been in the NHL. I mean, he's paid his dues, honed his skills. He showed a lot of dazzling plays. He had that potential to be the best, and he showed. He showed in Ottawa, and he showed with the Ducks. And trading him to Ottawa was basically give him a chance to play, basically establish himself as the player he is now. So he was a right winger. He was always on the first line with the Twins, Getzlaf and Perry. On that line, calling the RPG line, the Ryan, Perry, and Getzlaf line, as everyone knows. It was one of the most best lines recent in the past, in recent history of our Ducks. So that's the pro side. Now the con side, I want to give you the con side. The con is he did not have a great relationship with the Ducks management. I mean, talking to some fellow Ducks and hearing some rumors about his rift with Randy Carlyle, and made me wondered if the Ducks bring him back, is that rift going to be there? Is the rift with, say, management, especially Bob Murray? Bob Murray is an old buddy of Randy Carlyle. So, hearing some of those feuds between Ryan and Carlyle, and basically with Ryan, Carlyle, and Murray, has me wondering that even though that most of us, like in our hearts, want him back, because our Ducks have a history of bringing back former players who've done well and developed into regular NHL players, from Joffrey Lupul to Ilya Bryzgalov to Francois Beauchemin, Stu Grimson, all the way back to when they brought back Anatoly Semenov. I mean, it wasn't a good relationship from what I've read and from what some Ducks fans have told me about. I mean, the rift was basically there between Carlyle and Ryan, and supposedly some sort of rift was, well, I guess the rift was there between Murray and Ryan. So basically, it really boils down to, are they going to let bygones be bygones? But then again, I won't be surprised if the Ducks decide not to kick any tires, because, hey, look, If they don't want to pursue him, then and then focus on the developing within strategy that I've mentioned a few times, go right ahead. It's all I could say, to be honest with you. I mean, he is a good player. I mean, I mean we. I mean, some Ducks fans believe that we should bring him back. You know, having a line which basically have Jakob Silverberg, Adam Henrique, and say, you know, Bobby Ryan on a first line would be, you know, would be great. It would be great. But also, if you put Bobby Ryan on, say, the first line with Getzlaf and Max Comtois, if the Ducks decide to sign him, it would like solidify, strengthen the first line, strengthen the second line if you have like Henrique and Silverberg and Troy Terry on the second line. It would work pay dividends. But all in all, as my personal opinion, it's as much as I personally feel the Ducks should try and pursue him, but they should be look at other players too. Because I know that within a few days, the draft is going to be held in the 6th of October, and basically we got to focus on the future. We should not be focusing on bringing back like former players who have made their mark in either a big or a small way for our team. So, I mean, that's my personal opinion on the whole Bobby Ryan situation right now. So, I mean, what can you say? I mean, all in all, it is what it is. So, anyways, I'll see you guys around.